So I managed to get myself a Yamato figure, and I've been looking forward to having this figure for a very long time. As soon as she was introduced into the manga and we got to explore what her backstory was with Ace, and I just loved the relationship that they had. So for those who haven't read the manga, please, you should really skip past this part. But Yamato does not join the Straw Hat Pirates, which I was so devastated when I found out, because it was hinted heavily that she was going to be the new Straw Hat member, and she had connections to Ace, and she was a great powerhouse character. We would have finally had like a female character that was equally as strong as the other male characters. So I was really excited for her to become one of the Straw Hats, and again the hints as well, like her dreams and ambitions and connections. Nevertheless, though, I still really like her character. I think she's great. I find her very cool. Character that Oda has designed, and I'm very happy to have a figure of her. This is how the front looks like, and we have two stickers down below here. I do apologise for the ring light reflection, so just bear with. This is what the side looks like. We have a full picture of the figure, what it'd look like, as well as a anime representation of where the figure is copying from. This is what the back looks like, showing different angles of Yamato, of the figure of course, and having like a realistic lighting effect here. This is what the top bit looks like, nothing special, and this is what the bottom looks like, which is just a massive close-up picture of the figure. Box design for Yamato is very lazy in my opinion, purely because, well, let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got obviously a anime representation of what the figure is based upon. So we've got four pictures of the figure. Like either the close up of her face, or just of the figure, or like the whole figure like it is here. And I think it's a little lazy. Now with the Nezuko figure that I'm yet to review, the box design had had patterns on it. Now I can't remember if the patterns were to replicate Nezuko's kimono. However, it made the box very pretty because of the patterns, and it definitely didn't have this overload of figure pictures of the figure that you'll be opening up anyway. If I was making this box, I would have maybe had like on the side some like manga panels of Yamato, just to make the box more interesting or appealing. God, okay. From what I'm seeing right now, I know she's covered in plastic, but I'm loving the colours. The colours look, mwah, they look great. So just ooh, okay. So here she is. Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. So, okay. So first of all, like I mentioned previously about the box design and how I would have executed the box, funny enough, this is how the base looks like. And this is a manga like shot or panel. If they did it on the base itself, why couldn't they have done it on the box? And I would have preferred it more, instead of having like the same picture plastered around. Because it does kind of, in my opinion, having the same picture plastered around, it does kind of take off the excitement of the figure itself. Of course, seeing it like in person is like, in my opinion, obviously a different experience anyway. So we have some cloud effects going around Yamato's ankles. I would say they're like a cotton candy pinkish colour. Very nice. As we go up, she's wearing her staple outfit, which is the red hakima. I apologies for the pronunciation, and apologies that I do not actually know the name for what she has tied around her back. I don't want to just call it a robe just in case I'm obviously wrong, but it's just a purple and white all going across, no special like colour effect, as well as the hacking, that's just a red block colour. And then her garment is again white with no sleeves and diamond designs on her breasts. Going to the lightning effect, I do not know if you noticed whilst I was unwrapping her from the plastic, but the lightning effect was very flimsy. This is what I mean. So I would suggest be super careful when handling this figure, as this is probably the most delicate part of the figure, and probably the only delicate part of the figure anyway. It does have some ombre effects, so it goes on each corner, it's a dark purple, but where it goes straight across, it's of a light colour. Her mace that she's in a swinging pose is slightly bent. Again, I think it's just to replicate the speed and the weight of the mace as she's swinging it. And then her hair, which is what excited me the most as I was opening this figure. I just love the colours and the ombre effect. So we've got white on like at the top of her head, but then at the top of her ponytail we have like a purplish ombre effect, which it goes back to white to green, and then obviously at the very bottom of her hair length it is blue. And then the same again with her horns, we have a slight ombre effect, so we've got orange to red to then a very dark red or burgundy. And then the quality of her face, they did a really good job on the face. I do like it. Apart from the lighting being very flimsy and fragile, I would also say that they could have used a much brighter orange to her eyes, and she's got very bright orange eyes, and the colour that they've picked is orange, of course, but not as bright as it could have been. I do like the design, completely get what they were trying to go for, and I honestly do not know how they could have executed this bit any better than they have already. And of course there's always going to be figures with very delicate areas, but obviously it's just something to always like be careful and look out for. But overall, I really like this figure very much. I've always wanted a Yamato figure for the reasons that I've stated at the start of the video. Her attack pose, I love it. I think she's very pretty, very beautiful. I love the ombre effect, and I think again, like, going back to the whole con about the eyes, because they did such a really good job on the ombre of the lightning as well as the ombres on her hair colour, and the fact that especially the hair colour, the blue stands out. It's a beautiful blue, as well as the mint green. I just think like they could have genuinely painted the eyes a much brighter orange, since they can obviously show that they can do a really good job on the colour of the blue and the mint green. I hope you guys enjoy the video. It is quite a short one, but I am getting better at reviewing these, I think. And obviously, like always, I'll show the closer ups of the figure unless I've done that throughout the video. In that case, I will see you next time.